Hi, we are Clunk and we are a web browser application that helps you clean and clear out the junk in your email. This is our mentor, Jeremy Wells, and he's a programmer with the state of Tennessee. And I am Judy Zhang, a junior at Hunter College majoring in computer science.
And my name is Imtiaz. I'm a sophomore at Hunter College, majoring in computer science.
So the problem that we're addressing is that in 2019, between 49% and 50% of all emails received were spam emails. Up to 73% of these spam emails were from unwanted emails, meaning that they either didn't subscribe to these emails or they're just like random emails from like spam emailers. Most subscription emails make it difficult for the user to unsubscribe from them, and between work and school, a lot of users don't have the time to sit down and go through their emails and just clear out all the junk.
So based on these issues, the goal of Clunk is simply to let users, easily clean up their junk mails through a simple web application. That way, they don't have to search through the very hard navigation of the subscribe button throughout the emails. And not only that, but also we aim to organize their inbox because there's so many people who have over 200 unread inboxes. So hopefully, by categorizing their inboxes, it allows the user to clearly see which emails they want to read first and which ones they want to read later. So towards the start of the development for this web application, we worked on a wireframe and a workflow. And simply this illustrates how our web application is going to work. So at first, of course, we have the user sign-in page, which handles user authentication. And this was our first big learning curve. We had to get used to OAuth 2, and we had to learn how to use Firebase authentication in conjunction with OAuth 2 to get the user's Gmail account successfully signed in with security, as well as get specific information from that sign-in. So of course, the user clicks on the button, the user signs in. Using OAuth 2 and the Firebase authentication, we let that backend handle the authentication. So if it didn't succeed in signing in, it would just go back to the sign-in page. And through that sign-up process, we gained the permission to access their Gmail account. And if we focus on the categorize aspect, so after the user does sign in, we offer two choices, either to organize or to clear out their junk. So just talking about my aspect of the application, so I focus on the categorization or the organizing aspect. And simply as you guys see here in the wireframe, we have different various categories. And we try to map out the most common types of emails, which entail delivery or orders, educational emails, either from college, high school, and any other institutions, or any events/work emails. So either if there's a meeting, if there's an event, a birthday party, a charity event. So we try to get the mainstream categories, but also we understand that there can be so many types of emails. So to make sure that we can catch every inbox within the user's Gmail, we have a category called others. So in case we couldn't get the other options or other categories, we still kept and cached the remaining emails and put that under others. So that's the logic behind the organized section or the categorized section of the web application.
For my side of the application, for the junk functionality, the way we work would be we use API keys created through the OAuth2 authentication. And what they do is it allows us to gain access to the user's email and information and sort of like manipulate the data that's taken. And so what happened on the junk side is we've been able to sift through the emails in their inbox, either by labels or by senders, and it would list out all the potential junk emails for the user to choose, and they would figure out which ones they would want to unsubscribe from.
So looking at the categorizing section, when thinking about the UI, I took into account what's the best way to present information like this. Now, if looking at Gmail, we all are used to a a table-based layout where basically there's different boxes, each with different email. So I thought of having different sub boxes, each with headlines of the categories, so orders, education, others. Of course, we're missing a couple other things, but this is just to get a gist. So in my mind, I had an idea of maybe implementing a accordion style table to make it cleaner. So when the user clicks on each of the accordion sections, it expands to show the whole email box. Um, Now, of course, as I said before, the others category will ensure that no email is missed in case one wasn't able to be categorized. So the user won't be missing out on any unread emails. We will make sure that all the inboxes are present. And yeah, so that's simply the categorizing section. Simple yet intuitive, and easy to see the layout of the inboxes.
And for the junk email side, one of the aspects that I was aiming for was to be able to go into a potential junk emails like content and have like the APIs look for the word unsubscribe, and it would like enlarge the unsubscribe like button or the unsubscribe link in the email, so that would be easier for the user to look for it. But because of the time crunch and also like a couple of issues that we ran into, I switched tracks, and instead the application would be given like a list of emails by the user that they would want to like delete, and it would just delete in bulk the emails that they wanted to be gone when the application is launched.
So next steps, well, unfortunately, we weren't able to reach our goal of actually getting the emails. And a big part of that issue came from really this cross-origin resource sharing and this aspect of securely going into another API or another browser and getting information from it. So definitely the next steps is to understand how to overcome this CORS or cross-origin resource sharing issue, as well as access control allow origin. And I believe that once we learn this aspect of uh, proxies, web development, and securely getting information, that will definitely let us go to the next step in terms of completing the application and actually getting the emails. So yeah, for now, definitely trying to learn this new aspect in terms of web development.
We would also explore other APIs that we could possibly add to our project. For example, we were thinking of maybe looking at the Google Drive API to sort of organize like any documents the user has, or there's the Google Photos API where we could like help the users organize their photos better.
And that concludes the end of our presentation. If you guys still have any questions, please feel free to email us at the emails listed below. Thank you.